love this. So pretty. Oh, they're here. Hello, it's nice to see you. Come on in. Okay, so welcome. I am gonna grab my cup of coffee and I want you to do the same. I want you to stop what you're doing and I want you to go grab a cup of coffee or some hot chocolate or some hot tea and come and join me because today we're gonna talk about gratitude. I have my special friend Alyssa here with me today and she is gonna share with us a really cool craft or activity for your kids to kind of get that gratitude going for the kids during this holiday season. I'm also gonna share with you the most yummy Christmas appetizer you're gonna wanna present to your family and friends this season. And then also, we're gonna talk about how you can grab a hold of that gratitude and pull that into your season as well, because we all know that this season can also be really stressful and sometimes we kind of lose track of what the season's all about. So I'm gonna give you some tools to kind of help you grab hold of that gratitude, because you know what? Whenever you practice gratitude, your thinking elevates and so does your life. So let's get started. Joining me today is my dear friend, Alyssa Hidalgo. She is a wonderful leading by example mom, wife. She's a mom of 3 beautiful children. She's also an influencer. You want to go check out her YouTube channel, her Instagram. She is constantly bringing encouragement and graciousness to her role as a mom. She helps her husband run their company. She's just really the all-around amazing woman in my life. I look up to her. And so thank you for being here with me. I'm so excited to have you because you're the real deal, and that's what I love. I don't love people that like to talk about it, but they actually are. Yeah. So tell me today, what are we going to be doing with your craft?
Okay, well, I'm so excited. So we're going to be doing, my daughter named it, the Christmas giving jar.
Oh, I love that.
It's really cute. So it's kind of a cross between a gratitude jar and a Christmas advent calendar.
Okay.
Usually with the calendars, you each
countdown,
day, countdown, you get a gift.
Uh-huh.
But this is something that's centered on either giving or connecting, gratitude, and it's something that you can do together. It's so simple. I literally got these from a craft store. It's $1.50.
Wow.
I just, you know me.
So little
I love
jars
a little jar.
and boxes.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I had my kids, we cut out these cute little hearts.
These are very cute.
And then we all came up with different, like this one says, FaceTime grandparents and ask them to tell you a story.
Oh my
Sweet.
gosh.
Yeah. And so
these are just intentional activities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Intentional activities. But it's just that small intentional moment to bring it back to what it's really about. A couple of them I'm excited about are like leaving a treat out for the trash and recycling crew, just like a quick thank you card.
A little card with a treat.
Yes.
Okay.
Baking cookies for neighbors. It doesn't have to be anything difficult.
I like this one. Decorate rocks with words like love, joy, peace. And leave in different places.
Just like a little
So how
reminder.
did you come up with all these ideas?
Honestly?
Google?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Let's Google it.
Yeah, we just
because
Googled it.
if you're somebody that can't get the ideas in your head, like this one says, pray for someone who needs it.
Yeah, just like an outward
Gosh,
focus
I love
activity.
that. So what happens is you guys first you make these. So explain to us how this works.
We literally just, I had my kids, I showed them the only thing that I know how to cut out because I'm not, I wanted it to be like a snowflake or something, but we came with a heart, okay? And so I taught them how to do that. I let them cut it themselves, and then I help write them in. And yeah, we made our list together, sit at the table together, and then we'll fill it up. So each day we pick a new activity to do.
So would you put these folded in this box?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll
So
just
then
put
we
'em in.
put them all in the box,
Yep.
right? And so each day one of the kids would take something out of the box.
Yep.
And then every single one of the kids would do something, whatever they pulled out.
Whatever they
and
pulled
whenever it's done, you're saying, like, make a mini photo collage of the year.
We do that every year, and then we all cry.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So when it's done, then you just put it in the jar.
Yeah. And then, the night before Christmas, we could talk about what we learned, what we did, because it just positions their heart in a place of thankfulness, in a place of outward giving versus just focus on what they're getting for Christmas. Obviously, they're getting gifts, of course.
But I think also, Alyssa, what you're doing here is you are creating, my big word is intention.
Mm-hmm.
You're creating an intention for you to stop and be present.
Absolutely.
With your family.
Absolutely.
And to do something that has a meaning in it. And I love this because what you're doing here is you are bringing back that joy and bringing back that awareness. Yeah. And awareness is so important to keep everybody centered and not swept away by
Absolutely.
by the holidays.
Absolutely.
So can we make, so what are we going to do here?
So, I mean,
We're going to fold it. We're going to fold
it. We're
Okay.
gonna fold it.
We're going to make something, right?
We're going to make something. We're going to.
Okay. Let me see what I can make. So then you would just take this and you would write
yeah,
a memory
you want,
or just a gratitude,
yeah, like
right?
a gratitude, like a prompt, like
Ooh,
so.
what would that be? Give me some
Here's
ideas.
another one. Like I said, we are going to do the baked cookies for neighbors because I love baking.
I was just going to say, I'm writing down, send cookies to someone elderly.
Ooh, I love that. I love that.
This is so good, Alyssa. Thank you so much. So for all you moms watching out there, go and grab yourself a few supplies. If you can't do that, just use what's in your house.
Absolutely.
Sit down with your family and your kids. Listen, I also want to speak to all you moms out there who, if you don't have kids or your kids are grown and gone like mine, sit down with your spouse. If you don't have that, grab some friends. Create a craft night. Create a night of gratitude. Make some appetizers. Get some dessert and coffee. Just get creative and be intentional about spending some time together around this Christmas holiday season, because I will tell you, the most memorable seasons are the ones where you have experiences. So get busy creating an experience, not only for you, but for your family. Hey friend, I just want to remind you that you matter so much. You are the heartbeat of your home. When you rise, everything around you rises. And that's what my ministry is all about. Helping women to discover who they are in God, finding freedom from the things that hold them back, and stepping boldly into the role that He's called them to fill. When you support Carla Shellis Ministries, you're helping to rescue and restore women and children from exploitation and abuse. Your partnership with us will help provide resources for others to achieve freedom in all areas of their life. Every teaching, every outreach, every rescued life is about restoring the family and the home through the woman, through you. When you support this ministry, you're saying yes to healing, yes to hope, and yes to women walking in their God-given purpose. So let's rise together and let's make our homes and our world a reflection of His love. Okay, so now we're gonna learn how to make one of the easiest appetizers, and quite frankly, it could actually be a meal for me because I can just literally sit here and eat the whole thing just as a meal because it's that good. And the thing I love about it is it can be all different types and styles that fit what you like. So first we're gonna start with a simple block of cream cheese. Now I know that everybody likes to get fat-free cream cheese and all these things, and you can absolutely do that, but I recommend just using the full force because it's so much better. All right, so we have just a regular block of cream cheese. Now, here's what I'm gonna do for today because this is gonna be for Christmas. First, I'm gonna take some raspberry jam, just regular raspberry jam. You can use strawberry, apricot, blueberry, blackberry, whatever it is that you like. I'm gonna pour that in a bowl, okay? Then I'm gonna take, now this is where you get a little spicy, okay? You're just gonna take a jalapeno jelly. Jalapeno jelly. If you cannot find that, then you can use any of those hot sauces that you like, any of those other hot sauces that you can throw in here that add a little spice. But I really, really love the jalapeno jelly or a hot jelly. And I just mix that with something super sweet. I love the raspberry and I also love strawberry. And listen to me when I tell you this is it. Then once you get done doing this, also, I would recommend you take this out about 30 minutes before your guests are going to arrive or you're going to eat it, so we can get that cream cheese block to get a little bit into room temperature so it's easier to eat. But once I do that, that is it. I'm literally going to just pour that over. And if you would like, you can leave a little for extra later, like, because a lot of times when I serve this, people, like, there's some cream cheese left, but there's not any jam left because it's so good. And then you can just come back and pour over the remainder of the cream cheese. So really, that is it. The other option for this is you can use cocktail sauce, like what you would use on shrimp cocktail. You can use salsa. That's another great one. You can even do like Nutella. You can do anything you want over this cream cheese, and it is fantastic. Now, if you don't like that spicy, just do plain jelly. You can do strawberry, blueberry, apricot, whatever you want. So this is your basic, easy appetizer that you can throw out at all times, and it's yummy and it's just quick. Now let's pizzazz it up a little bit, because I really love whenever I can help you look like a superhero in your home. So I'm going to take the same base, which is your cream cheese and your feta cheese. This time, if you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender or some of those like smoothie makers. You might even try that if you don't have a food processor. But I recommend every kitchen should have a food processor. So we're going to take this. You're going to have equal parts. I'm going to tell you 8 ounces of feta, 8 ounces of cream cheese. All the recipes will be on my website, so you can go get exactly what you need there. But first, I'm going to put in just a little tiny smidgen of olive oil, because I want to get that blade ready to receive this. Then I'm going to take this cream cheese, and I'm just going to break that up in there. And for everybody watching, I did wash my hands, so... yeah, I did. Then I'm going to take my feta block and I'm going to break that up in there. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is regular honey. It's typically a 1/4 cup, but you know, I just kind of, I always do this. It's really actually hard for me to sometimes measure things because I just like to pour in taste, and that's okay. You can do that. Let's see what else. Once I get this started, we're going to pulse. It's like a little dance. Okay. Then we're going to put that on. We're now going to put some milk, just a little smidgen of milk, because, and this is my cousin's trick. My cousin actually introduced me to this dish, and I love it. I love when he brings it to our family events. I forgot the garlic powder. Ha! Look, it's a little bit. That's it. And we're done. Okay? All right. Let's do this. This is so much fun. I love it. Every time that we do this for family gatherings, I'm telling you, it's the first thing that goes. It's literally within 5 minutes, it's gone. All right, next we're going to take this and we're going to make a little, listen, this is where all you artists can kind of have your fun. We're going to put that in the center of a plate. Y'all, I can't even tell you how good this is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and I like to get a little like designer with it. So I'm going to just kind of push a little well like this around, because you want to make just a tiny little bit of an indentation in the center because it's Christmas time. Okay, and then again, I've seen this topped with pomegranates. I've seen it topped with all kinds of different toppings. So you really can make this your own. I've seen people put all kinds of herbs and stuff on top and make it a lot more savory than sweet. So literally practice making this your own. Okay, let's take this out here. I'm going to put some of this cranberry sauce in the middle. You can actually do the canned sauce if you want, if you can't find the cranberry sauce already made, or you can make your own cranberry sauce. I love making fresh cranberry sauce because it's super, super yummy. We make this also for Thanksgiving. Okay, so then I just put that there. Oh my gosh, this is so good. And then, because we need to look a little Christmassy, I chopped up some honey roasted pistachios, and then they're green, so that's red and green, huh? So then we're just gonna kind of do that right on top. And now I'm a great lover of pistachios. So what I'm gonna do is put extra, because I like to have a little pistachio in every bite. Again, you can have a little extra sitting around because this will absolutely go fast. But you see, my thing is, remember, you know, you're going to hear me say this so many times. I just want you in the kitchen making something for your family, because I truly believe that a way to your family's heart is through their tummy. My grandmother used to say, panza llena, corazón contenta. And that means when your tummy is full, your heart is content. And that's really what I believe we as ladies. Now, I know a lot of men in my family are extraordinary cooks, including my son. I'm not saying, you know, they can't do their thing. But I'm saying, ladies, I'm calling you up to get in that kitchen and start making some yummy treats for your family. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that so pretty? And then what we're going to do is we're going to serve that with, on top of that, I'm gonna drizzle. Now, I'm gonna do this. Normally I would put like regular honey and then hot honey, but I'm gonna drizzle some hot honey over the top of that. Oh my goodness gracious, what in the world? Like that, okay, that's it. And then I'm gonna get my yummy buttery crackers. So what I'm gonna do is set this on my counter, kind of like this, but literally you can just set it up like that. And you are good to go. If you're taking this somewhere, put some toothpicks in this and then wrap that with saran wrap so that it doesn't flatten it and pull it all up. And then you are all set to go. So I hope you enjoy that. Go get their ingredients. They're super simple. Be the hero in your family. I know you might know me on etiquette on socials, so this is Manners in a Minute. Let's talk about gratitude. I think you and I need to make a decision to bring back the good old-fashioned thank you notes. How about taking a thank you note, writing out an actual thank you, put it in an envelope, and post it in the mail? That is so nice to receive a handwritten thank you note. And you know what I want for you? I want you to be set apart from the rest. I want you to be that person that people talk about and go, oh my goodness, I actually received a handwritten thank you note. So go get yourself some beautiful stationery. Sit down, write a thank you note, and send it off in the mail, because that's what great people do. As we come into the holiday season, I gotta tell you, I know that if you're like me, you're feeling the pressure. You are feeling the pressure. Ladies, we understand. We all have that. Wrapping presents, buying presents, making the house look beautiful, getting all the cooking done, getting the parties, the yes and the no to the parties, attending parties, preparing for parties, the things that go on. And on top of that, we sometimes have family drama, like as though we need that to pile up on top of all of the stress of the holidays. I gotta tell you, I can remember years when I felt, as soon as I started thinking that Christmas season was coming, I felt like I was going to cry, because the pressure of what I knew I was walking into was almost too much for me to bear. And that's when my kids were still at home. My kids are in their 30s now, so I can look back on this. So I want to empathize with all you moms out there who have littles at home and are trying so hard to hold it together. You're trying so hard to just be everything to everybody. And it feels like you just can't get it all done, or you're like, oh, can't wait for Christmas to be over. But I want to help you today learn some steps on gratitude and how gratitude surely can shift you. It's not about the busyness. The busyness is always going to be there. It's not about the task list or the drama in the family. It's not about that. It's about what's going on inside your head. And it's about how you see it, how you receive it, how you process it, and how you grace your way through it. I've got a lot of great information here today, so I'm going to be reading a lot from my notes because I don't want to miss one thing for you, but I'm going to go through this because I truly believe this will help you, okay? So stick with me. We can do this. I want to read, first of all, out of Psalms 46:10. It says, "Be still and know that I am God." Y'all, that used to be my anchor. I used to walk, okay, God, you said just be still. And so the thing is, I need to slow down my thinking. I need to slow down my thoughts. And I need to focus more on where I'm at and just be still, because God's got it. I just imagine God in heaven going, would you just settle down? Just breathe me in and feel my peace. That's the way I feel God was speaking to me. And so I'm going to give you one little quick exercise that when you feel that stress and you feel like you're about to explode or start crying, or you just need a little bit of like adjustment in your mind, I want you to take a deep breath in on a count of 5, right in through your nose, as deep as you can as you count to 5. I want you to hold that for 7 seconds. And as you're holding it, I just want you to say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. And then exhale really hard through your mouth, like blow that out. And as you're blowing out those 8 seconds, blow out all the stress. And I just want you to envision like all the stress and all of the pressure just flying away. Okay, that's the first step. We're going to be still and we're going to know that God is God and He's got it all. The next thing I want to do is I want to encourage you to get a list. Because, you know, with my brain's like a remote control. Somebody's changing it every 5 seconds. You got to write a list. Get a list and write it down and then check it off. Remember it said, you know, Santa's checking his list twice. In 1 Corinthians 14:40, it says, let all things be done decently and in order. When you have a list, you can commit your ways unto the Lord, and your plans will be established, says Proverbs 16:3. I want to remind you of something. Don't let anybody tell you you're controlling, because a list brings peace. It's about clarity. It's not about being in control. Okay? Let's predetermine. Here's your next step. Let's predetermine how many yeses you're going to have this holiday season. I'm going to tell you something, friend. That released me big time when I put that in my list. I'm going to predetermine how many yeses I'm going to, there was a season when I thought I'm doing one yes, just one yes. I'm just going to say yes to one party this season because I need to be focused more on what I've got in front of me. Other seasons I was like, I want to be a yes to every invitation and I want to party all season. I want to go to every single party I can. Say yes. In Matthew 5:37, it says, let your yes be your yes, let your no be your no. And understand this, that boundaries are holy. I want to read this quote that I found. Saying no is not selfish. It's stewardship. Oh, can somebody say amen? Can I get a witness out there? It's stewardship, friend. It's not being selfish. Okay? Protecting your peace creates room more for what matters. And that's your family. That's connection. That's laughter. It's sacred stillness. So just because you're saying no, 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 doesn't mean you're being selfish and rude. It just means you're protecting your peace. The other thing I want to speak to you about is stop rehearsing what you have to do and start rehearsing what you want to do and what you get to do. That's a big one. Stop rehearsing all the I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to go here, I have to do that. Stop doing that. Start focusing on, man, I'm so grateful I get to do this and I get to do that and I get to go here because I have so many friends. I have such a wonderful life. And if you don't, start calling it in as though it already is. Stop talking about all the negative. Let's start talking about all the positive. One of my favorite tools is make yourself smile at least 5 times a day. And something I really want you to focus on. We love the word triggered, right? We hear that word. It's such a hot word now. Everybody's so triggered. I'm so triggered. I'm triggered by this. I'm triggered by that. Here's what I want you to replace that with. I want you to look for sparkles in your day. I want you to find 5 reasons a day to smile because it actually chemically does something to your brain, which then changes your chemistry of your body, which makes you feel better. So start smiling more. I guarantee you, you will notice the difference. But let's stop saying I'm triggered and let's start looking for ways to be sparkled. Even if you have to walk outside and look at how beautiful the sky is, let that be a sparkle and say, you know what, Jesus, thank you for this beautiful world that I live in. Thank you for the fresh air. If you have to look at the candle flickering in your house, you know what? I'm going to be sparkled by that. Thank you that I get to have a candle in my house to make my house feel warm and cozy. Look for things that make you feel sparkled. Let's start minimizing those things that we talk about that trigger us because that ruminates the thoughts in your head that keep you in that downward spiral. Proverbs 17:22 says, a cheerful heart is good medicine. Nehemiah 8:10 says, the joy of the Lord is your strength. Let's take the joy of the Lord. That's your strength. Let's lean in on that. Let's stop focusing on the past. Look in front of you. There's so much to be thankful for. You are in charge of your life. You are in charge of your joy. Let's release the people around us and let's stop making them responsible for our own happiness. You get to do that. You get to take this life on your own and pull it in, connect to the Lord because He's your strength and He is your joy. And I promise you, friend, you're going to have the best Christmas ever. Hey, friends, I have a question for you. Do you ever feel like you give until there's nothing left for you? If you're married, you might feel responsible for your spouse's happiness or even carry guilt for things that were really never yours to fix. Maybe you're questioning, why do I feel like I'm so alone? Well, let me tell you, you're not alone. So many of us have been there, and trust me, I have been there. I've been stuck in survival mode, trying to be everything for everyone, all while ignoring the truth of my own pain. But you know what I figured out? That is not how God intended for us to live. God created us to live from a place of being, not doing. I want to help you get to that place. And that's why I created the Freedom Formula. It's a powerful journey of emotional and spiritual healing, helping you discover for yourself that you are enough and that you can get it done and not be completely spent and exhausted. You can actually find a peace that's not robbed every time someone else that you love needs more from you. Because when a woman walks in her God-given freedom, she experiences a joy that she's never known before. And guess who benefits first from that overflow of her joy? First her, then her family, then her children notice it, and even her home. Everything shifts. If any of this resonates with you, if any of this makes sense to you, then this formula is for you. The Freedom Formula is an online course that you can take right from the privacy of your home and at your own pace. Listen, I'm a huge fan of therapy, but sometimes that can cost between $500 to $600 a month. And for $399 a year, you can take a step that will change your life forever. And if you grab the bundle, you'll get my beautiful workbook journal, plus a few little surprises that I want to throw in there just for you. And here's the most beautiful part. When you enroll in the Freedom Formula, you're also gifting it to another woman in need. It could be a woman in a safe house, recovering from abuse, or even sexual exploitation. Because God wants to use your healing to unlock someone else's. Let's start by saying yes to you. Yes to your healing, yes to your freedom, yes to finding your purpose, and most importantly, yes to becoming the woman that God has always designed you to be. Because everything that you need is already within you. Okay, as we come to the end of the show, I want to quickly remind you that as you are coming through this holiday season, take a moment to value yourself. Take a moment to actually love on you. Take a deep breath, take a look around you and see what you're grateful for. You know, today we've been talking about gratitude and how to offload that stress and how to make new memories and be grateful for the things that you have. But you are the most important person in your life. So find a favorite Christmas mug, fill it with something hot that you love, hot chocolate or coffee or hot tea, and find that time during the day, every single day, to take some time for you. Just inhale the season and breathe and enjoy the season that you're in. Don't forget that when you practice gratitude, your thinking increases. And when your thinking increases, your life increases. And always remember, everything that you need is already within you. Okay, guys, who wants some cookies? Let's go, let's go. First one up. Cookies, everybody wants more cookies. Y'all are gonna have a cavity by the time you guys leave. It's cookie time. I actually probably didn't see. Everybody got cookies. Everybody got cookies. Anybody else get a cookie? Anybody else? Cheers.
Cheers.
Woo! Love it.